Jambo. Hello, my name is David, and today I'm telling you the story of why vultures do not hunt. Many generations ago, Africa's skies were ruled by four large vultures. These four vultures, Cineras, Hooded, Lappet-faced, and Ruppel's Griffon, ruled the skies with the fear of sharp talons and sharper beaks. They would swoop down, kill, and devour whatever they could, gorging themselves like the fat kings they were. Lions began to starve and zebras began to disappear from the African savanna. It was a time of great suffering. The four vultures spoke to each other, meeting for the first time in years. Cineras, the largest of all the vultures, with a wingspan larger than 10 feet, stayed silent through the meeting. Africa is dying, said the lappet-faced vulture with its completely bald head. Yes, I cannot tell you the last time I ate zebra, said the Ruppel's Griffon vulture, the highest flying of all the vultures ever to exist. How horrible a situation it is, but what can you do, said the hooded vulture, his grayish hood of feathers over his head. It is obvious to me, said the lappet-faced vulture. One of us must live. The more we eat, the less there is for the rest. But who of us deserves exile, said the Ruppel's Griffon vulture. That, to me, is simple, said the hooded vulture. Though I love Cineras, he is the largest of us all, so he must eat the most. I would ask that he leave most of Africa to us. The Cineras vulture hung his head in shame, for he knew that this would not solve a thing. Long ago, he had given up hunting and taken up eating things that were already dead. He was the wisest of all the vultures, and he knew that it was not just one vulture destroying Africa, but all of them. He could not explain that to them. They would not listen. Cineras left when the sun rose the next day. Now you can find them all across Europe and Asia. Sometimes, though, they arrive in North Africa, remembering the land they used to rule over. Even without Cineras, nothing changed. Lions still starved. Zebras continued to disappear in areas once common. Now, wildebeest too became rare. The vultures met again. This cannot possibly be, said the Ruppel's Griffon. We have moved the largest of us away, and yet still there is starvation. How? Perhaps one more of us must leave, said the hooded vulture. If the biggest of us cannot make a dent, why should we leave, said the lappet-faced vulture. Then a lioness entered, taking the place of Cineras. She roared, "Enough!" The vultures froze. "All of you are to blame for this suffering," said the lioness. "Across the savannah, all I find are the remains of what you have killed, things that have not even been eaten. You all are wasteful, unlike the wise giant Cineras, who actually cared." Cineras? Caring? Wise? All of the animals have met with me, and we all agree that this catastrophe rests at the wings of you three, and you three alone. The vultures hopped back, feeling, for once, the true rage in another's words. They thought about how much they did consume, and with how much greed they consumed it. How frightening, how devilish had they been. They threw themselves at the paws of the lioness and begged for mercy. "We are offering you one way to escape our wrath. Give up hunting live like Cineras did in his final days in Africa. Eat only that which has been killed by another, scavenge for scraps across savannah. Then, and only then, will we show mercy. The vulture saw at her feet that they would follow her word to the letter. And to this very day, these three vultures continue to eat carrion, the dead flesh of things already killed. No longer do they hunt like other large birds. Instead, they wait for a little scrap of meat. They will continue to hold true to their vows, no matter what. And that, my friends, is why vultures do not hunt. I hope you have enjoyed the story. Until next time, kwaheri, goodbye.